To all you Blues fans, we're bleeding blue with you. Let's go Blues! Let's go Blues! Let's go Blues!
Let's go Blues.
Let's go Blues!
As you're driving away, come on, pick up your phone. Don't have to face it alone. Gonna fight with you, in for you. Yeah, I want you to know I will stand your ground like it's your battle. The scars and leave my ex roam up till you can feel it. Can you feel it? You can call my name, I'll hold your hand. Remain, keep all your secrets safe till you can feel it. Can you feel it coming, running for you? Dead of night, can you hear me holler? You're alright, I'll take your fears and wipe your eyes and wear it out like war paint. Wear it out like war paint. Wear it out like as you're driving away.
BlueNote Fan Report! Aloha and mahalo and welcome to a Game Day Live version of the BlueNote Fan Report. Late at night. Yes, it is 9 p.m. The game starts at 9:30 St. Louis time as the Blues are taking on the Vancouver Canucks. They are one of the few teams that's behind us in the standings. They are a team that we can take advantage of. I am looking forward to it. Are you looking forward to it? I'm watching Jamal Mayers, my boy, my friend, my pal, on the boob tube right now with Alexis Dot playing around on the ice. What a good guy. What a good guy. I got to interview him with Wendy. Wendy might be along. He was talking to me earlier. He might be along for pregame. We'll see. Let's see. We got E. Guido saying, let's go Blues. Matt Lowe loving me saying, pump up the jam. This should be a good game tonight since we got everyone now predicting a 4-2 win. I'd like to see how Brown performs. I really would. I don't know if he's going to be in the lineup, though. We'll see. Oh, no, Ryan Green is here. Yes, it is a late game. We got not as late tomorrow. Tomorrow's a half hour earlier than this one, but that's fine. Sorry, it took a little while to get the show posted. A couple different things going on. One, I was having some huge internet issues. And the second one, man, I'll tell you what, we'll talk a little bit about this, right? A lot of people know I deal with ADHD, and I've talked about it and I've admitted it. And you see all these, I've been seeing all these videos lately. And one of the things these freaking videos keep talking about is the, all these symptoms, right? That's it. They don't tell you how to fix them. Now, one of the things that I did see was about getting things and taking them in small bite-sized pieces. Well, I had a lot to do today, and I tried to take everything in bite-sized pieces, and it wore me the fuck out. I ended up taking a little bit of a nap before the game. It could be froze. I know that my internet is low right now. It shouldn't be too blurry. That might be just your thing there, bud. My feed's messing up. Sorry, my internet is down today. I can't do much about it. I don't think he's in the lineup tonight. I'm kind of waiting to see where the lineup is. Bennington and net, I'm happy with that. Gus, how you doing, buddy? I'm doing good, man. I'm doing good. Thank you, Gus. Greatly appreciate you. Hey, got 3 dates. I got them. All 3 dates are set for my trip. December 30th, 6 p.m. at JP Fields. The live show. Okay, well, I can't do anything about the blurry right now, guys. It's got to be it's my internet connection. I look clear to me. Hopefully it'll clear up. Hopefully my internet connection gets a little bit stronger. Nothing I can do about it right now, guys. Sorry. Really, nothing I can do about it at all. I wish I could. Oh, here we go. So, O'Reilly is centering Levo and Saad. Bushnevich centering Tereshchenko and Shin. Thomas with Kyrou and Barbashev. Akari with Walker and Torpachenko. So Brown's not there. Happy you got all three of those, man. I'm not sure what you're talking about, Bob. I got up to go to the bathroom and wound up fixing dinner yesterday. Oh man, I just lost what I was talking about. Oh, the dates. Okay. Wow. Oh, see, I lost what I was talking. Okay, December 30th, 6 p.m. at the JP Fields in Clayton. Now, we are going to do a private show for those that show up starting at 7. We will start the show. We will start asking questions. We will start letting you guys talk at 7. And then at 8, we'll go live for those that aren't in St. Louis. So I am working on getting alumni there. Absolutely working on getting alumni there. We're going to try. Now, the other 2 dates, one of them I'm really looking forward to. The other 2 dates are January 2nd at Cusimano's Bar and Grill or Pizza Place in Kirkwood. Nice play. I'm going to go there on the 28th and check it out and see what I need. I've talked to them. They're happy. I'm going to work on the flyer tomorrow. I was going to do it today. I just got too much going on. But I'll work on it there. That'll just be a standard show, like an off-night show. The show I am absolutely pumped and excited about is January 3rd. January 3rd, we're going to do this type of show live from Cusimano's Bar and Grill in Kirkwood. We're going to do the pregame show. We're going to do the intermissions, the postgame show, all of that live from there. So if you're in the St. Louis area, you can come and join us as we're watching the game, as you're talking about the game. I think it's going to be really interesting to see how that works, because I think it could be a new direction for the show once I move back home, right? Because now you're going to get more people involved. 4 days till he changes his name again. I think that'll be great. And then, you know what? We'll figure out something to do. You know, the other days that I'm there, I'm still looking for something to do New Year's Eve, right? I go to the game. Game starts at 5, going to be over by 7:38. I don't want to be alone that night. I'm telling you straight up, I do not need to be alone New Year's Eve. So if you are doing something New Year's Eve and you're having a party that I could crash and you think would be fun, let me know, man. Let me know, right? My birthday, December 30th. Hopefully when that's done, I'm either way too drunk to know where I'm at, or I'm not alone. Those are 2 days I do not want to be alone. Plain and simple. Hey, Wendy, how you doing? Sorry about that. You kind of bounced in as I was talking about the things coming up.
It's all right. Doing all right.
Yeah. Interesting game tonight, man. You got a team that's reeling and a team that everybody thought was reeling that's really not reeling.
Mm-hmm.
What do you expect tonight?
I could see this game being like one of those type of overtime games is how it's setting up to be, just because you don't see a lot of high-end potential coming out of these 2 teams with how they've been playing. St. Louis has played a little bit better in recent games. Canucks, they are in and there every now and then, but it just seems like they just can't get anything going quite right. And it sounds like they want to trade away every one of their players. So it's an interesting time.
Oh, yeah, for Vancouver, they put out that everybody, but who was it?
Elias Pettersson.
Pettersson is the only one that's not. And that's the funny thing is there's a connection between Pettersson and Bennington, right?
Oh, the Calder.
The Calder, yeah. Bennington felt he deserved it.
I mean, Pedersen was doing it a full season.
Yeah, but that's not Bennington's fault. That's not Bennington's fault. I mean, I get it. I get where, he did it the whole season, but you look at what Bennington did in a half season. He did as much in a half season as a lot of goalies do an entire season.
Mm-hmm.
Right? I mean, imagine if he'd had a full season.
Yeah.
He could have won 3 trophies. If he'd have had a full season, if you could have taken what he did starting in January and put that to the beginning of this and have him have a whole season like that, he'd have won 3 trophies that year.
Mm-hmm.
Do you disagree with me?
I still think Pedersen would have edged it out because goalies have a harder time winning the Calder. And it's one of those type of trophies that tends to not give the favor in for goalies. When was the last goalie to win the Calder? Question.
You can look that up. I actually think you've got to go way back.
Might be was it Steve Mason?
Ongo.
No, it was Steve Mason. It had to have been Steve Mason.
Mason?
I think it was Steve Mason. Goalie to win the Calder.
Sorry, Shockey. I call 93 Blues tonight. Yeah, I don't see that.
Yeah, the last goalie to win the Calder was Steve Mason with the Philadelphia Flyers. Then he was traded for Bobrovsky.
What year was that?
That was 2009.
Bennington did not win the Calder. He was second. Peterson won it. Yeah, I just think if you take what his half season and you make it a full season. No, he did not.
Ryan, Bennington did not. It was Pedersen who won. I think we lost Sky. I know he said his Wi-Fi has been cutting out. But there he is. Yeah, I think Guy has lost connection. Nope.
Okay.
Now there you are.
Yeah,
okay.
There I am. I froze.
Yeah.
No, we've had some pretty bad storms here in Hawaii lately, and because of that, I think the infrastructure is messed up. And I mean, we've had thunderstorms all day today. Okay. Almost like being in St. Louis during or being in the Midwest during a thunderstorm. Tell Ryan Green that Bennington did not win the Calder.
Yeah, Elias Pettersson won the Calder, and
Bennington didn't miss it by much, though. He was close. He was a close second. Oh, there we go. So my picture came back better. Yeah, the only thing he won was the cup.
The Calder finalists of 2019 was Bennington, Rasmus Dahlin, and Elias Pettersson. Dahlin coming in second, basically tied with Bennington.
I thought Bennington was second.
No, they were basically tied. The votes were split between Dahlin and Bennington.
Was it close between them?
Yeah.
No, between those two and first, or was Peterson like a runaway?
Pettersson had about 15 more votes.
Okay, so it was pretty close then.
Yeah.
The only Blue to win the Calder was Jackman. That's the only Blue to win the Calder. I think he's the only Blue to ever win it.
Really?
Yeah. He's the only Blue to ever win it. How many more games do you need to lose to get your pick in 23?
I mean, we're 1-14-1 in the last 16. We're the worst team in hockey. It does. I mean, if they want to get those odds in their favor, they have to keep that record going, I guess.
Yeah, let me see. Compare stats between the two teams. Hold on a second, and I will. Sorry guys, my internet is not very good right now, so it's making it very hard for me to like go through all this stuff. I'm freezing up. I'm unable to bring my websites up and look at stat sheets and things like that. Okay, so Calgary, the guys, shut up. Okay. Vancouver on home is 8-6-2. They have won the last 6 at home. On the road, the Blues are 9-8-0 with a 3-game winning streak. Last 5, Blues are 3-1-1. Vancouver is 3-2-0. Last 10, Blues are 4-5-1, with Vancouver being 6-4-0. Scoring first, the Blues are 12-4-0, where Vancouver is 8-4-2. If you let the opponent score, man, this is really getting frustrating. The Blues are 3-11-1. They have only come back 3 times all season, where Vancouver is 5-10-1. The Blues, if they have the lead, they can keep it for the most part. If they don't, they're going to blow it. OT record this season, Blues are 5-1, which is as crappy as they were last year, and Vancouver is 5-3. Let's see, shootout record, we're 2-0. They're 1-1. We'll get in, see if I can get into the month of December. Vancouver is 4 points. The Blues are 4 points. So, pardon me, that's bad. All of that backwards. Maybe, I don't know. Oh my goodness, I suck. No, I didn't.
Guy, your audio cut out. Guy, your mic's cut out. It's still muted. Doing all right, Chris. No. Oh, their mic. Well, I guess Guy is trying to fix some technical difficulties. I know it showed he was muted. His mic has been cutting out today. I've already tried talking to him before the show started, and his mic was doing the same stuff. So this is interesting. Guess I could do this. Hang on. Where is it? I'm trying to do something. Hang on, guys, coming in. Okay.
There we go.
Yep, there you are.
No, sorry, man. It just freezing on me. Like I said, we're having internet problems here. Simon, how you doing, my friend? Go Habs. I appreciate fans from every style of the game. You got this, Windy Just Talk, the new host. The Windy City Blues Fan Show.
Yeah, no.
There we go. Okay, I'm back. Sorry, guys. Nothing I could do for a bit. Just is what it is. No worries. Appreciate just enjoying the show. Just doing what I can, man. I got these internet issues. You got 17 people watching at 10 o'clock at night in St. Louis. I appreciate that. I really do. You guys keep this going. You make me happy. Okay, Windy, let's get back to what I was talking about. So the Blues are even in first. Vancouver is -5. In the second, the Blues are -13. Vancouver's -5. maybe the Blues can get that up. In the third, the Blues are plus 10. That is a good number. Or no, belay that. They're minus 10 in the third. They have no period other than OT where they're ahead. And Vancouver is minus 7. This is two teams that could go either way, man.
It's
it just
pretty
depends on which
even.
team plays better.
It's pretty even between each other. The
Yeah.
stats are pretty similar, and it could be one of those like games that are very closely contested, or it could be a blowout for either side.
Yeah, Simon, for your Habs. So I know a couple of Habs podcasters. I've been on a Habs podcast show, Happy Hour. Don't know if you've heard of it. If you haven't, check it out. HYHOUR. Man, I'm freezing again. Come on, man. This is getting fucking frustrating. Oh, man.
I mean, Simon, your Habs are doing much better than my Hawks, so especially with former Blackhawk Kirby Dach.
Yeah. Oh, man. Wendy, there's nothing I can do right now, bud.
Okay.
Am I back? No.
Yeah, you're there. You just keep
Okay.
freezing. Yep.
I'm frozen on my end. You can hear me and see me, though?
We can hear you, but your picture is frozen. Yep. I guess Guy might have just lost full connection. Uh-oh. So it looks like Guy may have lost connection again. Sammy Helm, we've been through this already. I think the Blues are starting to get their shit together. It seems like it's every now. They're on and off every night. From what I've been noticing with St. Louis, since I cover the Hawks, I don't watch many of the St. Louis games, so I will have to be honest about that. I guess you guys can be frustrated. Oh no, Jason, it's so Windy City. This is still Nick from Windy City Hockey. Yeah, there goes Sky again. Yeah, but something happened in the Edmonton game. What happened exactly? I didn't see that game, Jason. Are you going for Bedard? So yes, the Blackhawks are still going for Connor Bedard as they are the worst team in the NHL at ranked 32nd out of 32. They have the best odds to land the first overall pick. Connor Bedard's still the hands down first overall selection this year.
Oh, okay. Sorry, guys. Thanks, Wendy. I don't know. I can't do much about it.
That's all right.
During the first period, I'll try and reset my internet, but I'm dealing with what I can. Who's your best internet in sunny Aloha, Guy? There are no good ones. I guess I use Oceanic or Spectrum, whatever you call it. So there we go. Wendy, just tell him it's cold up north.
Yeah, I know it's pretty cold up there, and I know they're supposed to probably be getting about 12 to about 18 inches of snow on Christmas Eve. So, not good there. So, hoping for white Christmas where I'm located.
Yep. Simon says, Caulfield, Suzuki, Farrell, Roy. I can't even pronounce the majority of them names.
Wi-Fi, that's his nickname. I know who most of these guys are.
Yeah.
I would not put Mailute just because of the controversy behind that guy.
What's the controversy behind him?
It's not good. It's definitely not good.
Is this with the
No,
2000
no,
is this with the I can't spit it out. Is this with the Hockey Canada thing? Is he
No.
one of those?
nope.
No, what's his thing?
Uh,
Is he the one with the kid?
no. He did. I will send you a link. I get Logan Mailloux is a good hockey player, but the way he should not have been drafted, in my opinion.
Jason Nichols thinks we're going to smash this team. I'm going to crash. Ramage is in town, so we're going to get ran into the ground. He cursed A and B out Saturday. Ooh, he's in a good mood. I love Ramage I love him when he's like that. You know who they're talking about, right?
I'm sorry. What?
Rob Ramage.
Oh, yeah, I know who Rob Ramage is.
Yeah, he's the coach for the Blues Warriors.
Okay.
And he coaches them like he coaches the NHL. Like he coaches kids he coaches that way. I'm telling you, man. Like and it's really bad because like the guys that are on the Charlie and Delta teams, you know, the ones that don't skate really well.
Yeah.
He has zero patience for them.
Uh-huh.
I know I was one of those and he had zero patience. But I love him to death, man. He's a great guy. Where are we at? Ryan's got Spectrum in SoCal, yeah. So it's just what it is. We just had some bad, what do you call it? Storms through here, so the infrastructure's a little weak. But it looks like it's getting a little bit better. Looks like you're getting strength. I'm looking for the Blues to come out in the first period and set a tone, to be honest. I think that's what they need to do. First of all, the game against the Oilers, stealing that win, that could be a turning point for this team this season. Right? And then you go into Calgary and you basically blow Calgary out of the water. Calgary was never in that game. Right? Calgary was never, ever in that game. Getting operated on the 23rd of January, thank goodness.
Huh.
Right? They got my insert now. They got my insert to put in there so I'm waiting. Yeah, I've actually said it a couple of times. It's just when you couldn't hear it because I was frozen. Yeah, we did. Well, I don't know about coming a team again, but I think that it was the confidence booster to beat a team like that and then to beat them the way you did, right? And I almost want to say that Edmonton lost the game more than the Blues won it, but at the same time, you look at that and you go, there's no way that Connor McDavid-led team should lose in overtime. Mm-hmm. Anytime you beat a Connor McDavid team in overtime, that's a game you deserve to win. Right? Because a 3-on-3 overtime, they designed that for McDavid. Right?
I mean, I don't think they technically designed it for McDavid because it did come in before McDavid was a pro.
No, it didn't. The 3-on-3 is he came in with the 4-on-4, but not the 3-on-3. The 3-on-3 is only a few years old.
No, the 3-on-3 came in 2015.
I want to say it's younger than that, but I'll have
it was
to check.
also in the AHL for about 3 years before it came into the NHL.
Oh, I'm watching the Tony Twist Kelly Chase commercial. Reminds me I need to call Twister. Twister wants to come to my birthday party, so I got to let him know what's going on. That'd be a lot of fun. Yeah, he got the goal overturned. That's right. But see, the NHL screwed themselves with that playoff game. With the offsides, the delayed offside on the playoff game. They took, and we've seen this a couple of times now, the Tarasenko one, that got taken off because, quote unquote, he didn't have possession, right? Possession no longer matters. Possession no longer matters when you go over the line. That if you had possession of the puck, you could enter before the puck. That's gone now. Mm-hmm. They took that out because now with Tarasenko, you could say he lost possession, but he touched the puck before somebody else did. So to me, that's an iffy. But McDavid, now his puck did, now a Blue did touch it before McDavid touched it. That's true too. But even then, even if McDavid would have touched it, it still would have been that puck. He was completely over the line without his stick being on that puck. Possession, now you have to be in possession of that puck, meaning it's on your stick. If that puck is not on your stick, you're no longer in possession of it. Right? I mean, that's all there is to it. Where are we at? Almost up on the game. You're not going to be with me for intermissions, right?
I don't think so.
Okay.
But I still don't know.
I don't care what it is, puck go. Well, see, that's not what it used to be. And you used to hear it all the time with these offsides. Well, he doesn't have to touch the puck to be in possession of it. He doesn't have to touch I heard that so much. But with that play in Colorado last year, that changed everything. That turned every single offside into a delayed offsides. It turned every single one of them into a delayed offsides. That's exactly what it did. So now, that puck, you're offsides. You're absolutely offsides. I don't think it will. I don't think the NHL is going to mess with it at all. Right? Right? The rules that they need to mess with, they don't. Right? I think they need to. I really think they need to work on the offsides rule and how it is, and I'd also like to see an overtime rule where the red line, you can't come back over the red line.
Uh-huh.
Right? If you come back over the red line, that's a face-off at center ice.
Yeah.
Right? I would love to see that. I would love to see that. I don't think I'll tell you what, the one rule change that I'd like to see, and they're talking about it a little bit, I would like to see in the last 2 minutes of a game, or even let's bring this down, the last minute of a game. If there is a penalty called in the last minute of the game, you have a choice between a penalty shot and taking the penalty.
Okay.
Well, think about this, right? You're down one. There's 15 seconds left. You're about to get you've got the puck. You're about to get the puck out of the corner to an open guy, and you get hooked. And they call a penalty with 15 seconds left. What good does that penalty do? That penalty right there is nullified. There's no, he saved a goal. He took it out by taking that penalty. By pulling a hook or doing something like that. You see it happen a lot in one-on-one or one-goal games late. You see a lot of guys take penalties late. It happens a lot, and they do it because there's no repercussion for taking that penalty. Mm-hmm. Now, if you change that and you say if you take a penalty in the last minute, the team has the chance to take either. Now, I will rephrase, the trailing team. The trailing team has the choice between a penalty shot and the power play.
Okay.
Does that make? Do you get that?
I see that, but I just don't think they'll change.
What the other thing I'd like to see, if they don't want to change that, here's the other change. Any penalty taken in the last 2 minutes extends the game to the end of the penalty.
I can't see them doing something.
Why not? Why not? It's no different than in football where the game cannot end on a defensive penalty. They do an untimed down.
Right? I know, but I just can't see something like that happening because it's never been done in hockey before.
Matt Lowe says I talked shit too early and guy actually made some valid points. Okay, so what? 3-on-3 in overtime had never been done before. 4-on-4 in overtime had never been done before. The
But
shootout for a point had never been done before.
But they test it in other leagues
Okay.
before it came into the NHL. That type of stuff would have to be tested in other
Then
leagues.
test it. Test it test it in the OHL. Test it up there with the kids. They would love that. The kids would love that. The choice of a penalty shot. Kids love the penalty shot. One-on-one, they love that shit. That's why they brought the shootout in. That's skill versus skill. Right? You're talking 20%, 25% to 45%. The average penalty kill or power play is successful 20 to 25% of the time.
Yeah.
The average I can't even say it now. Penalty shot is 40 to 45%. Right? And that's where it's at. I'll give you $1,000 for the trumpet hat. You know what, Danny? No. Absolutely not. And that's an offer that's hard to pass up, but no, I cannot do it. That hat is so special. You know what he's talking about?
No.
I'll have to show. Oh, you're not going to be here. I have a hat. It's a Ryan O'Reilly worked with 47 and made some special apparel, some limited edition apparel.
Mm-hmm.
I got the hat with the blues trumpet on it. He made that one because he's a musician, and I got and you can't get this hat anywhere now. You can't find it on eBay. You do a search for it, it doesn't even come up.
That's like this hat that I have over here.
Yeah.
This is my Brent Seabrook designed hat by New Era.
Yeah.
And this thing brings a ton of money because it's so ugly at this point.
Oh yeah.
It's also
I've had
designed by Brent Seabrook.
the blues organist offered me I think it was at $150 or $250 for my hat, and I wouldn't take it. Right?
Huh.
And if Danny, if that's a God, I'd almost have to think, man, for $1,000, if that's a legitimate offer, I'd have to think about it. I'd have to think long and hard about it. I don't think I'd ever let that hat go. I really don't. Let's see. We got Bennington against Martin. Martin's 9-4-1. Bennington 11-11-1. But he's played better than his record and his numbers. 321, 994. He's played much better than that. Right? Mm-hmm. I think he's had a good season. If this team actually played the way they were supposed to in front of him, I think he'd be in the Vezina talk right now. I mean, he should honestly be. He's 11-11-1. I honestly think that he should be probably 16-5-1.
Yeah.
Right? And at 16-5-1, that would. I don't have the game up yet. I'll let you guys know when I have puck drop. It's coming up though. That to me, if he was 16-5-1, he'd be in the Vezina talk.
Puck drop looks like it might be at 942 from what it shows on my phone.
Yeah. Yeah, someone said game on, but I'm not seeing anything yet. Right? Oh, is the game on? No, yeah, okay. I thought he said game on. No, not yet, bud. They usually, you know, a 7:30 start. That's when the national anthem and all the other stuff that's when that starts.
It's likely a 9:42-ish game because you get two anthems tonight, both Canadian and American,
US.
just because of the fact that it's in the in Canada tonight.
You know what I always thought they should do? I always thought they should play the anthems of the two captains.
I don't know. I don't think they want to make it last longer than.
Yeah. You're way over exaggerate. I don't know what you're talking about there, Ryan.
Talking about his the money for the hat because he said up to $1,100.
Well, that's him that bid that, and I still wouldn't take it. Right? I guess they're doing something with Peterson on. I don't know what they're doing. I have the volume down, so I can't hear what they're saying. Joshua, I don't know if Joshua's playing tonight, but Joshua's on Vancouver now. He's supposed to be getting more playing time. So, well, it looks like their game's up. So, Wendy, if you can come back, you know when to pop in. Other than that, guys, see you at the intermission. Aloha. Aloha, welcome back to the BlueNote Fan Report. I am Guy, the Hawaii Blues fan, and this is your intermission show. Yes, the score is 0-0 as they trade shots, trade hits, trade misses, but don't trade goals. No goals. Yes, Jason, hitting an open net would be very, very nice, but it has not happened. What is going on? What is going on? Actually, it's been a good game. I see two teams that are moving around. I don't know about slow. I think that the puck possession game has been off for both teams, but I think both teams have been in the right lanes. So that's why the puck possession game might be off a little bit. I also think both teams aren't sure about how to operate in the neutral zone with the other team, and you're kind of seeing some of that. Another thing that I'm seeing is they are both trying to keep shots to the outside, though there are guys getting in the middle. There is a player today, that is absolutely surprising the crap out of me at how well he's playing. Who is it? Who is it? You wouldn't give me a new hat for hat. I'm not sure what you're talking about there, E. Oh, Kyle. Oh, no, it is. I see this. See, Kyle sits there and says, "Bad." Kyle, what game are you watching? Kyle, what game are you watching? Parayko leads your team in shots. He has 4 of them. The 2 penalties he took, so what? He's being physical. I want Parayko to be physical. I want Parayko to take penalties. I don't mind Parayko taking a penalty if he's being physical in front of the net. How many giveaways did he have, Kyle? I want to know how many giveaways he had. Let me know. How many giveaways did he have, Kyle? I'm waiting on this one. See, we fans think we know everything, and we see things and we go, oh, that's that, and it's not. I'll take the 2 penalties, Kyle. I don't see that as negative. From a guy who hasn't been physical, I'll take it. You wouldn't give me a new hat for my hat. Okay, well. Yeah, I heard. I was listening to that, right? Yeah, I agree. Kyle, so what? You know what? You're sitting there saying that, Kyle. He has 0 giveaways. He leads the team in shots. He has no takeaways. He doesn't have any miss. All 4 of his shots have been on net. This is good. This is not slappy ass play. I'm sorry. I'm disagreeing with you guys here. I think so. I'm not sure, man. But no, this I think you're seeing this wrong. I'm not seeing sloppy ass play. Now I am seeing some bad passes, but that's plagued us all year, so that doesn't surprise me anymore. But I'm not seeing. Right? It does feel close. Okay, now I get you, Jason. It does feel close. Right? It does feel close. Hey, I got to say a big thank you to Jason Nichols, Marianne Homie, Guido, John Hefner, Bill Schnur, Russ Tidland, Michael Edwards, Laura Brandon, Tammy Pemberton, Tiffany Maxey, Erickson Krieger, Sammy Helms, and one more who I can't see. I think it's Brad Pond, but I'm not sure. Thank you so much. Thank you. Shin could have 2. Cairo could have 1. Thomas could have 1. I mean, I'm sorry. I'm not upset with this game at all. Well, I talked about Ryan. I said that at the beginning. I absolutely said that at the beginning. Right? Kairu. He had 1 blocked and missed the net once. So he has 3 attempts. 1 on net, 1 missed, and 1 was blocked. Right? Tarasenko had 3 attempts. Same way. 1, 1, and 1. Bucci had 1 block. Mikkola missed the net. Parayko has 4 on net. Barbashev has 1 on net. Krug has 2 on net. I talked about Saad is 1 on net and 1 that missed. Shen is 1-1 and 1. Letty has missed the net twice. Torpashenko's had 1 on net. Blocked shots. So here's the stats. Blues had 12 shots. They had 4 that were blocked. Oops. Okay. Stand by. Sorry, I had cookies in the oven. Where are we at? Shen hit a post. Yeah, he did hit 1 post, but that counts as a miss. That just counts as a miss, right? Actually, it doesn't even count as a shot. Yeah, it counts as a miss. We deserve a penalty shot. I haven't seen that yet. Yeah, I would have liked to see the velocity of the shot. So my internet's acting up again, guys. Sorry. Shen was wide open when he hit the post. Yeah, he just a little too high there. It won't take much to get back in the playoff hunt. No, Brad, it won't. But right now, Brad, I'm not worried about playoffs, right? I am more interested. I'm more interested right now in just playing good. It's too early to worry about the playoffs in my eyes, right? Really is. God, my computer is my internet is so messed up tonight. I'm doing the best I can, guys. My internet's messed up. I can't see things. I can't make comments go away. I'm freezing up. Okay, it looks like we might be back there. If I could darkness, I would, my friend. If I could, I would. Let me try and get back on the stats here. Man, tonight is just so frustrating. Okay, so the Blues had 12 shots. They had 4 blocked. They had 8 missed the net. That is 20. Where we go? Oh yeah, there's station identification. Cookies are for the old lady. She likes them, so she won't eat them all, but I end up eating them. But yeah, I just wanted to cook them. Yeah, guys, I'm sorry. The internet's just messing me up tonight, man. I'm doing the best I can. I'm having trouble with like even getting the. I got to move the camera a little bit and get it to where I'm a little bit higher up. So I'll work on that. I think I can lower it a little bit and maybe bring it in. So I'm trying, guys. I really am. I'm trying to do things as best as possible for all of you. Yeah, I'll agree with that. I'll agree with that. That does happen a lot, my friend. Right now, I'm looking at this. Okay, let's go back over to stats. So I know I was reading them. God damn it! Fucking internet. Okay. Okay, so let's try and go over the stats. Maybe you guys can get them. I don't know. Okay, so the Blues had 12 shots. 4 were missed the net. 4 were blocked. No, yeah, 4 blocked. 8 missed the net. That's a total of 24 attempts. They had 5 hits, 1 giveaway, no takeaways. They blocked 2 shots. They won the faceoff battle 10-4 for 71% to 29%. The Vancouver Canucks had 11 shots, had 2 blocked, had 6 missed. That's 19 attempts. They had 12 hits, so they're being much more physical than the Blues. They had 5 giveaways, no takeaways. That is something to check out. They blocked 4 shots like we talked about. I'm just looking at the numbers, and right now the number that's staring out at me is the 4 shots by Parayko. I want to see him be physical. I want to see him shoot the puck on net. Keep that up, and we're going to score off that. Did he? I didn't hear that. Again, I was dealing with my internet. I can't believe he said that. I don't believe that, man. I'm not sure. Come on, Ryan. Did he? Oh, he didn't say that. It'll only, to me, we got to finish the trip over 500, not just be there at the 3-game mark, right? You got to finish the trip over 500. I see what you did there. Great point. I'm not sure who you're talking about there, bud. I've heard Parayko's been no, it is true. He has been more physical. He has been Darkness. He has been more physical, a lot more physical this game than he's been in the past. Right? And when I move home, I got to get these butcher boxes. I mean, that's saving you from going to the grocery store, and that looks like good meat. That looks like really good meat. So I'm dealing with the internet, guys. I'm gonna have to reset it here, I think, because of what's going on. So as soon as this, I'll be back at well, I'll try and wait a little bit and see if it holds up. But right now, it's not. If they'd have scored twice while he was on the bench, you would be slamming him. Slamming who? I'm not sure who you guys are talking about now. Right now, you got me. I'll try it. Hopefully, I can. Okay, but a 3-2 trip when you end up 2 games under 500 doesn't do you any good. You've got to get over that 500 mark. You got to stay over it. So 55. Okay. Well, Parayko's had a good game. Who cares? Defensemen are supposed to take penalties sometimes. Fuck, man. What are you guys so worried about? Parayko can do no right in you. No right. He makes 4 shots on net. No, he took 2 penalties. Did they score? No. Chill the fuck out. Wow, I just went off, didn't I? I don't even know who that is. I don't even know who that is. I don't know who I just went off on. Who did I just go off on? Got to be in the Hawaii Blues fan clan, right? That's the only one where it won't show names. Let me go there now and see if I can see who I just went off on. No, it wasn't Hefner. Okay, no. So where was it then? I don't even see it on here, so I don't know who it is, man. You guys know who it is? Let me know. Yeah, I'm not seeing who it is. Yay! 4 likes on YouTube. Yeah, I'll let him go with that. Who is this? Whoever this is. Oh, is it Hefner? I don't think that's Hefner, is it? I don't think that's Hefner. Oh, I don't know. I don't think that's Hefner. Man, my internet just. I'm trying to figure things out, guys. Maybe it is Hefner. No, I don't think it was Hefner. No, it had to be somebody else. Right? I hit different cat. Yeah, okay. No problem, Hefner. But I don't. Was that comment about? But our P, you know what? The PK's got. You can only get better if you're on the PK, and I don't think our PK is that bad. I just think that they've had some issues. Right? I think our PK is much better, and I think it will start exploding. Right? I really do. And you need to play a team like this and get that PK back and get your players back. I think Brown is going to be good. When Brown comes back, Brown is good on the PK. We've missed a lot of our guys that are on the PK, and now that they're coming back, I think that PK is going to start really showing something. I think it's going to surprise a lot of people. I think this is a PK that could go 20 straight without allowing a goal, right? I really do. And let's see what happens. But I think this is a PK that can definitely move forward. E. Guido, thank you for putting that thumb in the air. Greatly appreciate it, my friend. Oh, I lost one. Right now, taking more penalties is a good thing. Darkness is exactly what I just said. It's exactly what I just said. That's exactly what I just said, Darkness. Wow. Okay, it looks like the game's back on. See ya at the intermission. Ho-hum, Kyrou, Walker, Thomas, power play goal. 3-1 Blues! Oh, my goodness, what a game. Jason Nichols, way to go. You called it, man. You said the Blues were going to open up a can of whip ass, and that's exactly what they did.
To all Blues fans, we're bleeding blue with you. Let's go, Blues! Let's go, Blues! Let's go, Blues!
I am, wow. I got to give it to you, buddy. You called that dead on, man. The Blues are playing a very solid game tonight. I'm not seeing much that I don't like. I'm not seeing let's beat up on Parayko. Parayko's had a good game. Letty, right? Absolutely. Letty's best game of the season. Aussie. Oi, oi, oi. Aussie. Oi, oi, oi. There you go. The Aussie finally finds the back of the net. Beautiful shot, too. Really, really, really good shot. This is a team that is finally playing like a team. They're playing for each other, and I see that. Look at the mistakes. When a mistake is made, no one gets down. You don't see Kyrou or Thomas dropping his head now when he misses one. And he finally got a power play goal, and that was starting to open up. I started to see that. I was like, he's going to score here. And he just ends up putting it in. There was a lot of that going on. So what you're seeing right now is, Bob Morton, kiss my tuchus. Kiss my tuchus. Yes, Berube, great job getting this team back together. Didn't think you could do it. Didn't think you had it in you, but you are there. Oh, by the way, I know I missed this yesterday, so I'll do it now. And I know he's asleep, but you can show him later. Just mark your time. But to my little man, Chase, happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, dear Chaser, you little dinosaur. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, Chase. Can't wait to see you again, my friend. Can't wait to see you, my buddy. Miss you so much. And that goes for your brothers, too. I agree, Darkness. I agree. Right? You going to show it to him there, Bob? I'm ready, man. I'm so ready to see this team be the team that we're supposed to. I'm so ready to see this team at the top of the standings where they're supposed to be. And I think they can get there. Got 13 people watching me. Jason Langford throwed his name in there. He put the little heart, and he said, I like this show. Yeah, there we go. Okay, let's go over the stats. Stats have changed a bit. Blues ended up with 20 shots. I think they had 8 that period. But I'll take 8 when you get 3 goals. Absolutely amazing there. Hello, Shaggy. Just to let you know, my internet is very unstable and I could freeze up and you're going to be the only host.
All right, then it's good I'm coming on over here.
Yep. Are you watching this game?
Yeah, I'm watching this game. I've been watching for a while.
This is the Blues team that I talked about us having at the beginning of the series.
Okay, but this is the one point I want every Blues fan to right now apologize, and that is I think Berube knows that there's problems, and he is working on it. If you think he doesn't notice the fact that he's been bad, I think he notices it. And you can't be sitting here every game. I know I agreed that I think that Berube will be gone before Gallant, but I still believe that Berube knows that. And therefore he's stepping up, and that has to be, you know what I mean?
There's
Jason.
What I'm seeing tonight. Sorry, I didn't mean to walk over you. You know me, right? With my ADHD, if I don't get that thought off right away, it's gone.
I know.
Right? With Berube, what I'm seeing is I'm seeing an offense that's starting to open up, and an offense that's not concerned about making too many mistakes. Right? Like the bad passes. In the past, you would see these bad passes, and as soon as the bad pass would happen, these guys would let down, and that's why the puck would go the other way. Now when there's a bad pass, they're still chasing the pass. I think he's allowing them to make these mistakes to open the offense. And in opening the offense, it's shoring up the defense.
Right. You know, it's interesting enough. I look at the Blues, scores of this year in general. When they score, except for once in which they scored 4 against the Rangers and still lost. When they score 3 or more goals, they have a very good record.
Oh, they have an incredible. Well, actually, it's 4 or more. 3 and under, the Blues record is junk. 4 and over, the Blues record is very, very good. Last season, scoring 3 goals or less, the Blues were 9-17-10.
Wow.
9-17-10. Now this season, I don't know the number right off the top of my head, but 3 goals or less.
I'm looking right now at their schedule. Okay. They had 2 games this year. One against the Canadiens, they lost 7-4. Once against the Rangers, they lost 6-4. That's the only 2 times this year in which they scored 3 or more goals and lost.
You mean 4 or more?
No, 3 or more.
3 or more. Really?
If they score 3 goals, or I'm not saying if they score 3 or more goals, they have an amazing record.
Okay, I'll have to look at that. I'll have to break that down later.
I already did that stats before.
The offense is better for 3 reasons. Transition passes are on the tape. Kyler is finally being allowed to be himself. I've said that for a while. And the goalies have stood tall every game, giving the offense confidence to run and gun and take some risk. Oops, wrong one. There we go. Right button. Absolutely, Jason. I agree with all of that. The goaltending has never been the issue. Everyone has looked at it as an issue, but it hasn't been. It's never been an issue. This whole season, you look at both goalies, their stats are almost the same. When your stats are the same, that's not a goaltender issue. When you have one goaltender whose stats are way above another goaltender, then you have a goaltender issue.
Well, I mean, it's not been there hasn't been an actual goalie problem. I think the problem has been moments with these goalies have been bad. They've had lows.
It's been the defense just not supporting them and leaving them hung out to dry, left, right, and center, and giving up on plays to where the goalie has no chance.
Well, giving up 3 goals in a period.
How about this?
2 ways.
9 times this season, the Blues have put the goal in their own net. Put the puck in their own net.
Yeah.
That's a little high out there. The timing of the goals, and that's partially, I will say some of that, but to me, a lot of it has just been the give up attitude that you saw for a while.
Yeah. 100%.
I want to know who got in Colt's ear. Yeah, he's played an amazing game tonight, right?
Yeah, that's actually you happen to look at sometimes when you start winning and you start winning against some decent teams, the players that show up, it's actually interesting to watch.
Yeah, no, it is. It really is. Okay, let's go over the stats here real quick. The Blues had 8 shots that period to 10 for the Canucks. That's 21 shots to 20, though I think there's another one going to come, so that number could go to 22. The Blues had 6 blocked and missed the net 12 times. That's 38 attempts. I like that. 38 attempts in 2 periods. They had 15 hits after only having 5 last period. They started getting physical. Had 1 giveaway this period after not having 1 last period. Or no, they only had 1 last period, and they had 1 takeaway. They got 1. They've blocked 4 shots, so that number went up just a bit. They are 16 for 13, 55% to 45%. Vancouver had 4 blocked and missed the net 9 times. 13. That's 42 attempts, or 44 attempts if my numbers are right. Yeah, 44 attempps. So a little high on. So they've got a few more attempts. They got 20 hits, but they had 10 in the last period. So the Blues evened them up with 10. They had 6 giveaways, 2 takeaways, and they blocked the 6 shots we talked about. I'm right now. I'm happy with this. What I don't want to see is the Blues fall back. Don't play prevent defense. Right? You cannot play prevent defense in this game. You have got to keep that foot on the gas. You need another one. You need 1 or 2 more. You need to take them out of the game. Right? You've got this
Why do you think Robert, why do you think I'm doing that? That is the fact that they got more physical in that period is going to really help in that third period, because part of getting physical physical also helps. It helps the other team get frustrated. You could draw penalties and things like that. I think it's very important to keep up that physicality this period, especially against guys like Bo Horvat.
It's not just that. The other thing that I have saw this game is the Blues in the offensive zone. They have had some very strong offensive zone time. They've had some good cycles. This is a good cycling team, and for some reason this season they just haven't been able to seem to get there. Right? I know Parayko missed the net 3 times. Okay, 3 out of 4. That's fine. He got one in. He's not going to be perfect, and I'm with you, E. He's not going to be perfect. I would like to have seen him had a hat trick this game, though. 2 of those 3 he absolutely should have had. Right?
Do you think that Bo Horvat will be leaving this team?
Oh yeah. They're going to do a complete rebuild. They've already said it. Right. Other than Elias Pettersson, everybody's on the trade block.
Okay. I was just curious what you thought. All right.
Right. No, I'm with you. He ain't going to score everything. I'm with you, Jason. I think he's had a wonderful game. I think Kairu's had a great game. I think Tarasenko's had an okay game. I think, Jeff, I agree with this too. I said that earlier, right? They're being allowed to use that speed that they're normally not allowed to use, and that's what's opening this offense up. And they're getting through. The passes are better in the neutral zone. You got to hit your pass in the neutral zone going north. If you're going south or east-west, you destroy the play. You have to be going north. You absolutely have to be going north. That gets you the opening, and it doesn't leave them just a solid wall of stopping you. Get that pass going north and take it in and make it work that way. And that's one of the things that the Blues done. I agree this. Vancouver's missed some good opportunities as well as us this game. This game could be 5-5. I don't say 5-5. I think it could be 5-3. I think it could be 5-3. I will say that the goal that was scored, that's like a 50-50 goal. It's 50% on Bennington because he didn't throw a stick out there to change the side, and then it's 50% on the defense for allowing the guy to get wide open like that. I forget who it was.
No, I think if they keep up,
Ishkiv,
Jason, if they keep up, he said, sorry, it's Ryan. Sorry, Ryan. He said, cross my fingers, the Blues don't let up and close this game. I'm telling you that if they keep up this physicality, if they keep that attitude right now that they have and being tough, being faster and playing at the speed that they want, they should do fine. The point that Guy really is making is you need that 1 or 2 goals just to give that an ease to yourself. Because
what it does is it takes the other team out.
Right? And that has
takes
to be
it out,
really done. That has to be really done.
And it also takes away if you score 1 more goal, it takes away the fluke goal that makes it a 1-goal game.
Right. And it also allows you that if a mistake or something happens which was not in your control, player goes down or something like that.
I was wrong on attempts.
Right.
Attempts are 38-35 in favor of the Blues. Chances are 15-8 in favor of the Blues. The Blues are perfect on the penalty kill, 3 for 3. They're 1 for 2 on the power play. However, they still have power play going. Other than that, the Blues are doing great. It's not so much insurance as it is if you keep this 3-1 and let's say with 10 minutes to go, a puck bounces around, pinballs around and goes in the net. Now you give that team a lot more confidence, even though it's one they shouldn't have. You can take that away by getting that 4th goal, and now that fluke goal only gets them a little bit. It doesn't.
It's more of a security.
There's a big difference between a 2-goal lead and a 1-goal lead.
Right, that's
big difference.
It's called a security goal.
I don't even call it a security goal. I think it's the put. I call it a put away.
Okay.
Right. You take some of the will away from them. Right. That's how I see it.
Taking the air out of the puck.
Yeah. Take the air out of it. I think you're thinking way too far ahead, man. Way too far ahead. I want to get to January within, if not in a playoff spot, very, very close to a playoff spot, right?
Yeah.
I mean, they need to be within 2 points of a playoff spot going into January 1st. Going into that January 3rd game against Toronto in Toronto, they need to be that close.
Right, and it's possible especially because you're gonna have a lot of simple games coming up. Actually, if you look at
of the next 5 games, you have one marked win in those next 5.
I actually think that a team like the Maple Leafs. I know you believe like everyone thinks they're that great. In my belief, and this is just maybe because the Rangers just destroyed them, I think they're possible to defend.
Well, they are. Now look. So you look at the next 5 games. You've got Seattle tomorrow,
which is a hard team, but not. It's a hard team, but not one that which you need to really,
They're a team that can steal a win from you.
Yeah.
Right. You can't go in there thinking it's an auto win. It's not. You have the Kraken tomorrow. Then on Friday you have the Knights at home, are in Vegas, which helps you because they haven't been that great at home.
That's right.
I'm frozen again, so I don't know if you can hear me.
I can hear you.
So they haven't been that great at home. Then you have the Christmas break, and you get Toronto at home, followed by Chicago and Minnesota. That's 4 hard games going into the beginning. And then as soon as the New Year's comes around, you face Toronto in Toronto.
Yeah,
right?
but I'm gonna tell you, I'm gonna sort of disagree with you on this actually about that, because I honestly think that the Blues have not been playing terrible hockey.
No, they have not.
And the Leafs, as good as they have been, they have their great games, but they have games in which they should not be losing in a sense. They lost 5-2 to the Capitals. Okay, and they lost 3-1 to the Rangers. That's a 2-game losing streak right there.
Yeah.
Means that, in my opinion, I mean, as good as the Rangers are playing, and I think that the Rangers, should have beaten them. I did not expect the Rangers to beat them 3-1 and hold the Maple Leafs to 1 goal. And then they only scored 2 against the Capitals against Charlie Lindgren. I mean, that's going to be a better game than you think. I'm telling you, it's going to be a better game than you think. To say that,
I think the Blues. I think it's a winnable game. I think both of them are winnable games, but they're still not going to be like, oh my goodness, so we're going to walk in and win it. They're still a tough team. They got guys that can score on that team. With everything that's going on, you can't sleep on Toronto. You can't sleep on Minnesota. Definitely can't sleep on the Knights.
Right. You know what's telling about the Leafs is that they're 19-7-6. The 6 is what's very telling about their team.
Yep. Well, I mean, their record's a lot better than ours. Okay, man, the game's coming back on. I'll see you at post-game if you want to show up, Sags.
I'll be on. I'm not getting off.
Remember, it's same link. You just re-click the link. I'm not going to send you a new link. Same link.
Anyway. I'm just staying on the link.
Okay, buddy. I will see you guys. Have a good one. See you at the post-game. Okay, here we go. My internet is acting up, so I'm not going to be on very long. Besides, I got a little bit of dinner waiting on me. Hey, Shaggy. Guess somebody was right,
Yeah.
right? O'Reilly had a good game. I thought I can't find anybody on the Blues that didn't have a good game.
Akari.
And told ego check.
Akari did not have a great game.
Yeah, Kairu had an amazing game.
No,
4 points, 3 goals.
No. Akari.
Akari. Oh yeah, Akari had a great game. So did Levo. Right?
By the way, I did the math for you.
I don't think he has I don't think he has a concussion. The way he looked fine after that. I mean, it hurt, but I think he has a concussion. I think he's going to be okay. I'm trying to get guys caught up on here. Shaggy, tell him I'm right. I don't even know what you're right about. What a great game all around. I agree with that. Ryan saying, hey, you're not on a very long for the post game anymore. Yeah, I haven't been because of these late games. But I'm going to, once I get settled down a little bit, I'll be on for longer post games. And again, a lot of that is you guys. When I get on here and nobody's talking, it does me no good just to hear my voice.
So I did the math, Guy. I did the math for you.
Yeah. Okay. What do you got?
When the Blues score 3 or more this year, they are 11-3.
Yeah.
When they give up 3 or more goals, they are 6-16.
So what was that number again?
When they score 3 or more goals, they are 11-3, and when they give up 3 or more goals, they are 6-16.
Wow.
11-3
and 6-16. Yeah, their defense comes through their offense.
That's right.
Right.
That's right.
It really does, and I've been saying that for a while.
But you when you are scoring 3 or more goals, you immediately see. I mean, you also look at when they score 3 or more goals. They have won. I think it was only 1, 2, 3, 4. They've only won 5 games by 3 or less goals. Okay. Besides that, it's 5-4, 5-5, 6, 7. They put up goals when they win.
Yeah.
That's why I mean facing a Maple Leafs team and things like that, or I think they could put up goals.
Yep. Aaron, you're right. We did that. Aaron's talking about how before we were giving up a lot of 3 goals per game, and they've backed off on that. Nick Leddy was solid tonight. You know what? But you know who else had a really quiet, good game? There's a player who got 3 points tonight that not one person's talked about all night long. Right? What's that smile for?
I think I see where you're going here.
Who is it? Who had a really good guy tonight that no one's talking about?
Who would right now? You
have a 3-point night. Normally, when you have a 3-point night, everybody's talking about you. This player had a 3-point night tonight, and not one person has mentioned him all night.
Who, Tarasenko?
Tarasenko. 3 assists. He assisted on 3 of those goals, right? I think all 3 of Kairu's he assisted on, right? He had a really good night tonight, getting the puck where it needed to go.
He also played less. He also played less minutes than a lot of players.
I don't know about.
He played 15 to about at least 3, 4, 5, 6 players, 17 minutes.
Well, let's see. He was on the line with Shen and Bushnavid, so
Shen had less minutes.
Shen had 13. Shen had 13:44.
And Bushnavid had 17.
Bushnavid had 17:25. Tarasenko had 15:16, but Bushnavid has penalty kill time.
Right, that's what I mean.
He was on there for 3 minutes of shorthanded time. So you take that out.
On less. He got less minutes than the other lines.
Who?
Tarasenko.
Yeah. For a second line player, his minutes were down a little bit, but I don't think that they're down that much. I think that the penalty kill had a little bit to do with that, and I think the fact that they were leading late had a little bit to do with that.
Right. You do realize that Pareko was in the game for almost 25 minutes?
Yeah. No, I seen that. Pareko played a very good game tonight.
5 shots on goal.
See, but you look at Tarasenko, you sit there and say, well, he had less minutes. He still had 20 shifts, right? Mm-hmm. Shnavich had 21 shifts. His line mate Shen had 19 shifts. So he still had the shifts. He didn't have the minute, but he had the shifts. He had four attempts. And we had one giveaway, but I didn't see that as a giveaway. That was the only giveaway they had tonight, and that was Tarasenko's, and I really didn't see that giveaway, right?
All right.
Haven't had at the end of the game, and he scored. Yeah, Walker had a good game tonight. Walker there was Walker was all over tonight. Walker had a really good game. He used his body tonight. He used his place, and he got a solid shot, and it used. Pareko plays 25 minutes on an average, it seems. Around there. They've been backing it off a little bit. Pareko had a good night tonight, right? He had 1 assist. He had the 2 penalties. He had 5 shots, 6 attempts. He had a hit and a blocked shot. I'll take that. I'll take that line. Right? I'll take that line. The Blues ended up with 27 shots on net. 27 shots on net. They had 9 that were blocked and 13 that missed. My math is really bad, but that's 49 attempts. They had 21 hits. They had 1 giveaway, 1 takeaway. They had 6 blocks. They won the face-off battle, 25-19, 57% to 43%. Vancouver ended up taking 34 shots. Bennington, 33 for 34. I will take that all day long.
You know what happened also this game that people don't realize because of Bennington's win? He went back to 500, 11-11.
Yeah, no, he's above 500 now, I think.
12-11, right.
He was 11 and at least 12-11, so he's above 500 now.
Right.
They had 6 that were blocked and 15 that missed. That's 21. That's 55 attempts, so attempts were close. They had 26 hits. They out-hit us, but it doesn't matter. They had 6 giveaways, 3 takeaways, blocked 9 shots. But overall, they were never in this game. The Vancouver Canucks were never in this game, right? The Blues, even when they tied it up 1-1, it never felt like they were in the game. And then Walker gets the game-winning goal with that early second goal in the first period, or the answer in the first period. That's huge. And missed 1 shift through a skate issue. Okay, I can see that. And you add another, say, 45 seconds there. What was his average shift? Tarasenko's average shift was 45 seconds. Put another 45. He's at 16 minutes, and it's exactly where he should have been. So I don't have an issue there. Yes, I had 50 as my goalie tonight. Thank goodness. He did me good. Got me a win. Didn't give me a shutout, but 1 goal against, lots of saves, lots of 1.0 GAA. Actually, it might be a little more than that because I think he was off the ice for a moment. I got to see if he was off the ice for a moment or not. Because it could be like 101 or 102. Yeah, my thing. Right? Yeah, the game, tomorrow's game, I think, is a national televised game. And I know the one on Friday is, because they were saying that these guys aren't going to be there, so I'll have to figure that out. My internet's really bad tonight. There, I think that overall this was just the type of game that they needed. Now they're 3-0 on this road trip, right? And I'll take that, but at the same time, you can't rest on your laurels because you're only a game above 500 now, right?
Right.
You're a game above 500. You need to end this road trip above 500. You can go 1-1 and you'll be okay, but you've got to win. You got to go 4-1. I said it originally at the beginning of this trip. You got to go 4-1-0 or 4-0-1. Right? That's what I felt. I felt you needed 4 wins on this trip.
Yeah, you definitely need 4.
Right.
I mean, you're also gonna need even if you're gonna be losing, you can't be losing blowouts and things like that. You got to keep this energy up. or else you don't want to fall back in that hole that you were in. That was not a fun hole.
Oh, no, you're right. Mike, Dante, you are absolutely right. And my internet is really bad, so I can't show comments. I'm trying, guys. It's just that my internet's just that bad right now. That comeback win and what they did in Edmonton really has energized and charged this team. Absolutely energized and charged this team. There's absolutely...
I actually think
I would love them to go 5-0 on the road trip. I just don't see it. The next two games are not. Your next two games are against the number 1 and 2 teams in the Pacific.
Yeah.
Right.
I mean, by the way, whatever they did against the Blues, obviously, whatever the Blues did against the Oilers, obviously did something to the Oilers. Because they lost 4-3 to the Ducks after that, and they lost today 4-3 to the Predators.
They took away.
They took away something.
Yeah, right? the Blues, the way they won that game, right? I almost want to say that Edmonton lost it, but the way the Blues won it, it's just so hard for me to say that, right? And I think that Connor McDavid has this air about him, like. He was so upset that goal got called offsides. That shouldn't be called offsides against me. I had possession. Well, you know what? The NHL changed the rule back in the game that you played in the Western Conference Final against Colorado, where they turned around and said that now all offsides are delayed offsides. And if that puck goes over and you touch it without clearing up, you're offsides. And so possession no longer matters in an offsides. Possession no longer matters. And they've said that. Mike, I'm having a real hard time showing comments, so I'll do the best I can. Watch closely to O'Reilly defends Connor McDavid. O'Reilly knows how to limit him better than anybody. Watch closely next time they play. Well, they won't play again this year. That was all of it, unless they're in the playoffs. The way the Blues stole the victory from the jaws of defeat, they're starting to think even our best isn't enough. Yeah, it could be. You could be. You don't have confidence in the Blues. Not complete confidence.
Well, I think you got to realize that the Blues have shown their high bright spots and their bad spots, and if you're gonna win games like this, the biggest scare of blowing out other teams is that when you are blowing out other teams, everything looks like hunky-dory. Everything's fine.
Yeah.
But the second that you lose one game and you couldn't get it going, you're suddenly the bad Blues, literally the Blues show out. And that's a problem. I'm telling you, it's almost with any hockey team, but specifically with the Blues.
Actually, so Aaron says, the only burn deal about tonight is Colorado won. They won in a shootout, so that actually helps the Blues. I mean, they get the 2 points, but that's not the regulation win and ROW. That doesn't help. We get a regulation win. So when it comes down to it, the regulation win actually helps beating somebody when someone else wins in a shootout. It really does. I still think that they need to go to the 3-2-1. 3-2-1 thing, right? 3 points for a regulation win, 2 points for an overtime win, 1 point for a shootout win, and no points for a loss.
I think they'll change a lot more things before they change the point position.
Yeah, well, actually, see, I think that they would go 2 points for a win and 1 point for a overtime or shootout loss, and then no points for a loss, right?
I don't know.
I just think that there's too many issues with the way, and especially my problem is that the 3-on-3 that was designed for McDavid. It's designed for the skill players, right? It really is, and that's what hurt the Blues last year is they didn't have the speed. And now that they have some speed and they're using it, they're doing much better than the OTs. Yeah, they have fixed the overtime record. So far, it's still early, and they've only gone to OT a couple of times, right? They haven't been in OT a lot, but they have fixed it, and they have done better, and I will say that. They didn't go to a shootout. They've only been to one shootout. So, I'll take it so far. I'll take it. I love what we're seeing. Let's keep it up. Let's keep it going. Unfortunately, I have dinner waiting on me there, Shaggy. So got tomorrow night game. Tomorrow game's a half an hour earlier. We're playing Seattle. That's going to have some implications now.
And it's going to be a fun game. It's going to be actually a really fun game. Seattle's a fun, a vicious team. They're very, very fast, and you have to slow them down. And if they play with the physicality they did tonight, they should be able to do that. I think when you talk about, he was talking about above about how he defends how Riley defends Connor McDavid. I think Riley's going to have to defend a bunch of players tomorrow night the same way.
Yeah.
Got to be physical. Don't let them get into the zone quickly. I'm telling you, this is a team that they're very young. That Gord is on a pretty good streak. I mean, you got to be careful.
Okay, guys. Well, yeah, I'm going to let y'all go to bed. It's late, 8, 9, 10, 11. Midnight, a little after midnight in St. Louis, 1 a.m. 1 a.m. in Shaggyville. Okay, guys. Shaggy, thanks so much, man. You're a great addition to the Blue Note Fan Report. We greatly appreciate you. We'll talk to you later, Shags.
Awesome.
Aloha, mahalo, and I'll see you tomorrow night, ladies and gents. If I can I don't even know if I can exit tonight. This is so bad.
Let's go Blues.
Let's go Blues.